How's it going, everybody? It's been a while since I did the last video. Actually, that's not strictly true. A few of you may have noticed that I posted a video up a couple of weeks ago, but I removed it because I kind of felt like it was a little bit negative. But it was just basically explaining why I haven't been posting videos. Just my mental health has been absolutely terrible over the last few years, just with work and COVID and family. Just, you know, the family's growing and the house is needing DIY, and me, I just kind of buried my head in my work and forgot how to play, basically. So I still have the Celica, and most of that is the subject of this video, to be honest, because I've got some plans. It's still on the road, it's MOT'd. I've been using it the last few days, to be honest. My daily is a Audi A6 V6 3 litre TDI with a stage 1. That's running 300 brake, and lovely car to be in and stuff. But it's a lovely car to be in, but it's not a lovely car to go for a drive in, if you see what I mean. Like, I much prefer the Celica, despite it only being the 140 brake version. It's just more fun, you know what I mean? You can throw it around and you can enjoy the drive. So I want to sort of bring that back to what it's supposed to be, because, like I say, for the last few years I've not really been doing anything with it. And I think the last two MOTs it's done 150 or 160 miles between MOTs, so it's kind of just been sat on the driveway. And certain things, as you can imagine, have gone a little bit to wreck and ruin. It wasn't helped by the fact that when I was reversing onto the driveway, I actually turned the wheel slightly and I hit the fence post that, to be fair, has only been there for 30 years. But I managed to scrape the wing and scrape the bumper, and there's a dent in the wing. It can be repaired, but I've put on my little sort of crib sheet here that if I need to replace the wing, it's only 50 quid. So that's an option as well. I mean, if I can be bothered to paint it and bring the dent out and stuff, I might do that. But it might be just a case of swapping the wing off and back on. I'll decide that later on. But the most pressing issues, there's two pressing issues. One, it needs undersealed, because for the last few MOTs I've been getting the advisories on the subframe at the back, and all the components they need done. They've got corrosion on them, brake pipes as well. However, when I've looked underneath while I've been here, and I've looked up on the lift at the MOT, and it's mostly just surface stuff by the looks of it. So I'm going to get on, I'm going to hammer it all off and sand it down and get it nice and painted and stuff, and see how we get on, basically. But one thing I do want to check though is the sills. So I need to take the side skirts off and see how bad it is. I don't think it is, but that's just me being optimistic, to be honest. There's nothing shown externally, but I haven't been under yet, so that'll be interesting. Might do that on video. But yeah, so that'll determine whether or not, it'll determine what I do with the car, as to how bad the rust situation is, because it's got like 10 months MOT left on it. I could just enjoy it and then get rid of it at the end. But I do want to do some work on it to get into the swing of things. I've got plans that I would like to actually bring in a little MR2, the Mark III version, the little roadster. I'd like to take it to Blyton Park, but I want a rear wheel drive car. It has to be manual and fairly cheap. I would love a GT86, but they're not cheap. The MR2 isn't powerful, but you can have a little bit of fun with it. It'll fit nicely in here, easy to work on, and a good little project. But I need to prove to myself that I can get back into the swing of things with videos and things by doing the work on the car. So I've done this little crib sheet of stuff I need to do. Creaking suspension at the top. When I load it, it's lowered 30mm. This is the Celica again. When I load the Celica, I mustn't have replaced the strut rubbers correctly at the top of the strut, and as it's been turned, it's starting to grunt because the rubber's actually sort of moved. It's kind of distorted down. So I might get away with it. I might, because it hasn't done that many miles, I might get away with sort of taking the struts off and putting the rubber in the correct position. However, it's probably going to be the case that they need to be replaced. The good news is they're only 20 quid, so it's not going to break the bank to sort of repair them and get them done properly. So that's one thing that does need done. And the undersealing. The front wing needs painted, the bumper needs painted from my fence post escapades. The driver's door, the sort of the edge of it, the upper edge, has got a little bit of surface rust, so I've got to take that back and paint that as well. Air filter, got one. Spark plugs, got them. These are NGK what are they, laser platinums. I was actually going to put these in my old Volvo C70, but when I got rid of it, I decided to pull them out because they've only got like 5 miles on them, and they're ready to go. I do have 5 of them for a 4-cylinder car, so yeah. So they're ready to go. Next thing is to fix the front fog light. Again, this is just to get the car into a sort of a sellable state, or at least bring it back to what it's supposed to be like. The front fog light on the driver's side, the glass isn't cracked, but it's gone sort of brown, and it doesn't work. So obviously I need to replace the bulb. I may need to replace the glass, but I'll do that when the bumper's off for sort of the paint work, for that scrape. And that again is 25 quid to replace, so it's not going to break the bank, but it will bring the looks of the car up a little bit. What else we got? Fix the parking sensors on the back. There's a loose wire that sort of dangles below the rear bumper, and it's caused the parking sensors to stop working. Dead easy fix, I'll do that, no bother. Again, just another thing that I need to get around to doing. It needs undersealed. Polish the headlights. It's been on the driveway for ages, so they're a bit yellow. They need brought back. I'll get the machine on them. Paint the side skirts, and I wanted to put some standard wheels on it, because right now I've got some MSW 19s, I think they are. They're one from the previous owner. They look alright, but I prefer the standard ones, to be honest, so I might just take them off and could sell them, whatever. But I'd like to get the standard wheels. I actually missed out on some on eBay. They were like 75 quid for a full set with tyres, and I was going to put a bid in the next morning, and they're already gone, so I'll keep an eye out for them. Not important, but I think the standard wheels look nicer on that car, and that'll free up a few hundred quid if I can manage to sell the MSW ones. I want a double-din radio with like Bluetooth, Spotify and stuff, instead of using my phone, just to replace the standard one. Again, that's just something for sort of creature comforts. It's not urgent. And it's just little things to make it look like a little bit sportier. If I just, because I'm using it just for bombing around, having a bit of fun. I'd like a sun strip and front splitter, things like that. But they're sort of down the priority. I need to get this bit sort of done, and then the car's either, if the sills are alright, it's in a sellable condition, or you know, I've at least done the work on the car and given it its best shot. So yeah, that's my plans. Not really sure what to say, except thanks for remaining subscribed after all these years, and hopefully this will help me get my mental health back in check, as I say, because it's been a bloody nightmare these last few years. And my dad passed away a couple of months ago, and just something clicked in my head, and I thought, you know what, life's short, and I love my cars, I love working on cars. I'm not very good at it, but I like learning, and I'll have a go. And I'd really love to start tracking the cars. I could take the Celica to the track and see how it goes before I make a decision on whether I get an MR2 or not. But I've just got to get the work done, and I need to get cracking, I need to get into a flow, I need to have something away from the computer that I can do on myself, on my own. So it started with clearing this whole garage out. I'm lucky enough to have this massive workshop on the back of my house, and it needs to be used really. So yeah, I set up all my tools, cleared the floor of all the crap. I actually had to hire a skip just to get rid of all the crap that had been sort of accruing here. We actually had a Chrysler Voyager in here for nearly 3 years that needed its steering rack fixed, but my wife replaced that with an Audi Q7, and to be honest, she was never going to go back to the Chrysler Voyager, and it was just literally just sat here, and she just one day just decided, you know what, let's just get rid. Got like 500 quid for it from the scrap man. I didn't really want to go through the whole thing of private sales and stuff, because it wasn't worth that much anyway, and I couldn't be bothered with people coming around the house, to be honest. So we just decided to get rid, clean slate. She's got her big Audi for the kids. I've got my Audi for like work and stuff, because I still need like a nice daily. I mean, it's only a 2009. It's not like a top of the range thing, but it's a nice enough car. But the Celica and whatever else I buy, they're my fun cars, because I don't really like driving the Audi that much. It's just it's reliable, it's nice, it's fast, it's comfortable. But the Celica is just, for whatever reason, I just enjoy driving it a bit more. So I'm going to bring it back up to what it should be like, and we'll take it from there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you for watching, and next video hopefully will be me under a car. Not under the car, but you know, under the car with it on stands. And let's get cracking, get it back up to what it's supposed to be. Thanks for watching. See you soon.